I'm winging it, so you're going to enjoy this. Who knows what's about to come out? Who knows? Hey guys, it's Adelai Brown, your heart coach. We get ready to get started with Heart Talk. All right, all right. It is 10:33, and you're tuned into Heart Connections with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, on your community station with international inspiration, KineticHiFi.com. It is time for Heart Talk. Heart Talk is the talk portion of our show. This is where we come to renew our minds and restore our hearts. And I'm excited about today. Today is World Lupus Day. We're raising awareness about lupus. It is an autoimmune disease that is very debilitating for many people, and it's a tricky disease. And I know because my mom had it. I say had. My mother was diagnosed with it. I just don't like to personalize it. That's just how I am with anything. When people say my when they talk about their sickness, and they'll say stuff like my high blood pressure, my diabetes. Who wants that to be theirs? I could say the high blood pressure, the diabetes, but I can detach it from me, because just because me is not my physical body. Me is the me in me, and that can't be attached to any type of disease. Okay, I'm getting in the heart talk with me. So this segment is brought to you by the new book, Help Save Me from My Broken Heart, Your Journey to Living and Loving Again. And I'm just going to toot my own horn a little bit. I got LJ up in the studio reading just a little bit of the book. And y'all, she has me blushing. If you're looking at me on YouTube, you see how big this smile is, because she has me blushing. She's reading it like, oh, this is good. Oh, I like this. And I'm like, so if you have not pre-ordered your copy, you want to make sure you pre-order your copy at theheartconnections.com. We're in the last stages of getting it out. It is tedious, but it's awesome. And I'm thankful for the opportunity. Today, we're talking about the first segment of Heart Talk is mind and body, because I feel like a lot of times we don't realize that our mind is apart from our brain, and your body is they all work together, but the brain is a part of your body and your mind is not a part of your body. It all works together, but it's not one and the same. And when you get that is not one and the same, and I know this could be a little confusing for some people and some of you not. I'm not insulting anyone's intelligence. And this could be a little confusing for some people because you don't often hear people talking like this. And you need to know, because on a day like World Lupus Day, a world any day, when we live in a society with so much sickness and so much disease around us, in us, going through us, we have to understand the power that we have to heal ourselves, to heal the world around us. And that comes from understanding who we are. And I've been talking about that for a while. Who are you? And you have to know that, because when you know who you are, you understand the heart of who you are, the core of who you are, and the soul, what drives you. And you need to know that, because that drives your mind, that drives what you think. And what you think forces your brain to cause your body to do what you're thinking. And it not just your brain. When you're thinking things, it moves the universe around you. You hear people talk about the universe brought me this and the universe did this. And this is what I say. Yes, the universe exists, but the universe was created by a creator. Okay. And the universe reacts to us, and all of us are part of creation. So yes, the universe brings you things. I look at it as the all encompassing of like where we are right now. And your mind and your body it's a big deal. What you think directly affects what happens in your life. And people don't get that. Oftentimes when people like in my coaching practice, and people go through, like, even if somebody's going through, like, you know, a bad breakup. I remember a client going through a really bad breakup. And I said, what were you thinking about this relationship while you were in the relationship? And she was like, how you mean? I was looking for us to be together and all of this stuff. And I was like, no, what were your thoughts in the back? A question of, would you ever have a fulfilling relationship? Because your parents never had a fulfilling relationship, and many of your family didn't. I said, did you have any of those doubts or fears or worries that were hidden, that were secret? She said, yes. I said, so then this gives you reason to pay more attention to what's going on in the background. See, we like to present things in the body. Here we go, the physical part. We like the body, okay? We like to present things physically. The physical is only the puppet. The puppeteer is what's going on in the background, what you're thinking. And you and I have to get to a space where, and I'm not trying to say like people think their diseases into them to a certain extent. Okay, it's a science behind us. I mean, if you study it, you will see. And I just don't have the time nor the energy in this space to do it. But that's why I'll be starting my courses coming in June and July, because of that very reason. I want to be able to elaborate more on things and help people understand. But just letting her know, and I want you all to think about this too, in the workplace, in your relationships, in your health. What you're thinking in the background is what's going to manifest in the forefront. So your mind is thinking something that your body is going to manifest. They are separate. They work together. They are not the same thing. And I need you to get that, because that's why the Bible tells us, as a man thinketh, so is he. Without vision, the people perish. These things are in your mind. Your vision is in your mind. Your vision isn't a physical thing. We get that. A lot of people can embrace that, right? Your vision is not a physical thing. It's something that's in your mind. It's something that you think that eventually comes to pass. I was watching the story of watching the clip on Steve Harvey. I need to find that. The story of the mother in Texas. There's a single mother in Texas that just graduated from law school from Texas Southern University, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember her name, but shout out to her. Steve Harvey saw it on social media, so he got his staff working on it. It was like, we're gonna get to her, because I wanna congratulate her personally, because that's a big deal. So she was on the show. She came on and she said, in 2009, her pastor told her that God told, the pastor gave her a word that God said, you need to get back in school. At that time, she was a high school dropout, and I think she had like 3 or 4 kids at the time. So she proceeded to get her GED in 2009. In 2018, she graduated with her law degree. Law, like, she got her associates, then she went and got her bachelor's, and then she went and got her law degree. Okay. 9 years. 9 years. That's the math I got. It might have been a little different, but just picking up from the story, 2009 and 2018, 9 years. So I told my child, it took me 13 years to get my 2-year associate degree. I started off with 1 child at the beginning. When I finished, I had 4. We're talking about mind and body here. Talking about what you think about yourself. I'm talking about your determination and how much you're willing to put it in there. Now, I'll elaborate more on how I merge those 2 things together. But what I'm saying is, as a man thinketh, so is he. I believe in my heart that when this young lady got rolling, when she got that GED, she said the next thing was she went and got her associates. And when she finished that, it's like one of the things that I do plan to do. I'm still going to get my nursing degree, because I want to be able to clinically help people, like write prescriptions if need be. And I can see, you can come in and talk to me about what's going on, because I'm going to incorporate all of this into my healthcare. And you don't see a lot of that with doctors. And I believe that's why the healthcare system is the way it is now. And the doctors that do it, their patients have such a better outcome in life. And they find themselves a lot of times not having to do such extensive physical treatment, because they work on that mind, that soul, the inner man that'll heal the physical body. We were designed to heal ourselves. So I was listening to her, and as she talked, I did graduate. I graduated with my 5-month-old baby standing right at the foot of the stairs, waiting on me to come down with my degree. I did graduate from high school, but it took me 13 years to get that associate's in science. And when she said, I got the GED, then I got the associates, then I went and got my undergrad, And then I did the LSAT, I think it's called. And then I got into law school. And I was like, it was something driving her. It was something driving her that she allowed to take her. I had something driving me, but I kept I can't do it. It's too hard. I can't do it. I don't have a babysitter. I can't do it. Listen, y'all, you can do whatever you put your mind to, but you just have to understand that it is your mind that you're gonna have to put to it. And you can really overcome anything that comes your way. You just have to be willing to separate the mind from the body. Separate, okay, yes, this person is coming at me, but what's going on in me? I'm gonna tell y'all this quick testimony. We're getting ready to close out this segment of Heart Talk. I was outside with my friend one day and a dog came and I was terrified of the dog. I was scared of dogs. That dog was charging at me. Something in my mind, my spirit said, don't move, just stand there. That dog, I just stand still. That dog was charging at me and I got so still. He ran past me, circled around me, and just went back to the owner. My friend jumped up on the car and all of that. That thing was in me. It was in my mind and it forced my body to react. And I got the reaction that I needed, but it wasn't what I was used to. It was all about that mindset being changed. I told y'all I was scared of dogs, but it was like, don't move. Who are you going to trust? I want to know who you going to trust with your mind and your body, because we've been trusting all the wrong people for too long. Think about it. We're getting ready, y'all. Think about it. This has been Heart Talk. We'll be back with more after this. Stick around. I'm getting ready. Tasha Cobbs Leonard featuring Nicki Minaj. Heart Connections. Thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if it's helped you in any way.